Very good morning, students, and Jai Hind to all. I hope you all are be safe at your home. This is our first class after a summer break. I am Adesh with my subject accountancy. Topic is goodwill, nature, and valuation. So, in this chapter, we will learn valuation of goodwill and the nature. What is a goodwill? Type of goodwill. So, different type of things we will learn from this chapter. But the main thing is this: in this chapter, we will learn the valuation of goodwill because in next four chapters we will need to calculate or we will need to evaluate the goodwill. So that's why this chapter is more important, and 3 or 4 marks question always comes from this chapter. That's why CBSE do this chapter separately from the others chapter because this topic is more important. That's why. So first of all, what is a goodwill? We have to learn what is a goodwill. If I am talking about the meaning of goodwill, so goodwill is an intangible assets. Intangible assets, that assets which we cannot see and we cannot touch. It is an intangible assets. Intangible assets which we cannot see and which we cannot touch. For example, a person is having a reputation, or we can say this person is honest. So anybody can see this is a honest, only we can feel after doing that person activities, but we cannot touch. Okay, this person, this hand is honest, so we can touch. No. Okay, so only we can feel, we cannot touch and we cannot see any intangible assets or any intangible things. Only we can feel that person is present. So that's why goodwill is intangible assets, because goodwill is a type of reputation. It is clear. If a business is having reputation, so that means that business is having a goodwill. So goodwill never be negative. The 1 marks question may be arise from this one. So you have to be remember goodwill never be negative. Goodwill is an intangible assets which place an enterprise at an advantageous position. Advantageous position means, it means if a business having the goodwill means that business is going on advantageous position. That business is growing up. That business is earning higher profits. By which only due to their name and fame. Okay, due to which the enterprises is able to earn higher profits. If a business is having goodwill, so due to goodwill the business will earn higher profit also. Okay, so the next thing is this which we have to, it is a earning higher profits, but after doing less efforts. Why? Because earlier that business has done good efforts to towards their business. That's why due to those efforts which they have done in past, they are earning higher profits. But now they no need to do hard or extra efforts to earn that profit, because already they have earned their name and fame in a market. Due to that they are earning higher profits. Okay, if a business having goodwill, so according to that they getting higher profits and they are in advantageous position. Okay, if a student having need only 80% of marks to take admission in any reputed school or any reputed college, so if the student is getting 85% of marks, so that student is having good reputations, what the effort he has done in a past. Due to that, now he is able to getting the admission in that reputed school. If a student getting only 79% of marks, so that student is not able to getting marks in getting admission in this particular school or college. So what is the extra efforts that student has done, 80 to 85%? So that thing we can say that student has getting a goodwill in that particular sector or that particular education. So that's why goodwill is intangible assets which is advantageous positions for the business, and this help to the enterprises to earn higher profit without putting extra efforts. No need to they have to put their extra efforts. उनको ज़्यादा efforts करने की requirement अब नहीं है. Already they have done. पहले वो कर चुके हैं. On the basis of those efforts, they are getting higher profits in market today scenario. Okay. So this is the thing related to the goodwill, and the accounting standard of goodwill is goodwill is an intangible asset and comes under the accounting standard 26. One marks question may be arise. Under which accounting standard goodwill is come, and which accounting standard is followed by the goodwill. So different MCQ and many MCQs can be arise from this concept. So we have to be remember goodwill is comes under the accounting standard 26. Which what is represented by accounting standard 26? Goodwill is an intangible assets. Okay, it show the advantageous positions, and with the less efforts a business can earn higher profits. I think you all maybe learn the meaning of this goodwill. So now we are going to characterize the goodwill. What are the characteristics of goodwill? So let's see. Meaning already we have completed. Meaning of goodwill have done. Now there are some characteristics by which we can identify in this particular business or the organization or the firm the goodwill is present or not. So due to some characteristics and features we can identify. So we having some characteristics and features of goodwill by which we can confirm the goodwill is present in this firm or organization or not. So how can we identify, how can we confirm, and how can we evaluate the goodwill? So some characteristics and features are there of goodwill by which we can identify. First one is it is an intangible asset. Already in definition we have done. Goodwill is an intangible assets. But what is the meaning of intangible assets? It does not have any physical existence. Physical existence which we cannot see and which we cannot touch. So the meaning of physical existence is that. But some students having confusion, goodwill may be a fictitious assets. No. So 1 marks question you have to be remember. Goodwill is not a fictitious assets also. What are the fictitious assets? Already in 11th class we have discussed fictitious assets. Those assets which we cannot sell in market, which we cannot sold in a market, and which we cannot cover and we cannot receive money against those assets. So here one question is also arises, goodwill can be sold or purchased. It is clear? So from first point, things you have learned, it means goodwill can be sold and goodwill can be purchased. So goodwill, it is an intangible assets, and it's not a fictitious assets. Not a fictitious assets. Fictitious assets are those assets which we cannot sold in a market and which we cannot purchase from the market. So now second point is no separate existence, it is a realizable value. No separate existence means if we have do the separate of a business, मीन्स हमने एक बिजनेस को सेपरेट कर दिया और उसकी गुडविल को सेपरेट कर दिया, इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. इफ़ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट एनी अदर एसेट्स, फॉर एग्जांपल मशीन, हम एक मशीन को एक बिज़नेस से सेपरेट कर सकते हैं क्योंकि हम उसको कहीं और सोल्ड कर सकते हैं. उस मशीन को बिज़नेस से बाहर निकाला और उसको हमने कहीं और अपने पर्सनल यूज़ के लिए यूज़ कर लिया या फिर हमने किसी और को आउटसाइडर में सोल्ड कर दिया. बट गुडविल कैन नॉट बी डू लाइक दिस. ना हम उसको सेपरेट कर सकते हैं, ना उसको हम बिजनेस से अलग कर सकते हैं. एंड इट इज़ रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू. ये एक रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू ज़रूर होती है. रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू मीन्स हम इफ़ वी वांट टू get any new partner in the firm, so in that situation we will receive extra amount for goodwill. That is a realizable value. पार्टनर को बिजनेस में आने के लिए 1 लाख रुपीज़ पेड करना था, बट हमारे बिजनेस की रेपुटेशन ज़्यादा है, प्रॉफिट हायर वी आर अर्निंग राइट नाउ. सो इन दैट सिचुएशन इनकमिंग पार्टनर हैज़ टू पे सम एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट फॉर दैट गुडविल. इट इज़ क्लियर. उसको वो गुडविल के लिए अमाउंट पेड करना होगा इफ़ द पार्टनर इज़ कमिंग इन द फर्म. सो इट इज़ नॉट अ सेपरेट एग्जिस्टेंस एंड इट इज़ अ रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू. इसकी वैल्यू को रियलाइज़ किया जा सकता है. अभी ऊपर बताया था यहाँ पर कि इसको सोल्ड भी किया जा सकता है, परचेज भी किया जा सकता है, लेकिन उसको बिजनेस से सेपरेट नहीं किया जा सकता. सेल परचेज कौन करेगा? अगर ऑलरेडी 2 पार्टनर हैं, तीसरा आता है तो तीसरा पार्टनर परचेज करेगा, परचेज करेगा और जो इनकमिंग पार्टनर है वो सेल करेंगे. बट दैट गुडविल विल बी एग्जिस्टेड ओनली इन दैट पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म. दैट गुडविल विल नॉट कम आउट फ्रॉम द फर्म because it is a intangible and no physical existence is there. Here is due to goodwill we can earn higher profits in business. Goodwill help us to earn more profit. So this is the important characteristics of goodwill. Attractive force brings in customer. किसी बिजनेस का नेम फेम है तो कस्टमर ऑलवेज मूव टू दैट पर्टिकुलर business to purchase their product what they have needed. So goodwill create attractive force with the customer. Due to that customers comes only that business to purchase their required product. So this generate the attractive force in customer. Various factors also help to generate the goodwill. Location advantages. Particular shop, stationery shop, if we open near a particular school, so then that shop will earn and the number of customer will higher with that particular shop. If a particular shop is open or a stationery shop is open in a forest area, is it possible more customers will move there? No. So this is the location advantages. Favorable contract, what the required of customers are fulfilled by that particular shop or particular business, so that means customer will get their favorable contract. जो कस्टमर चाहता है वो उसको मिल रहा है. सो दैट्स वाई बिजनेस विल गेट some reputations and more reputations. according to brands. Many of the shops are keep with them only branded product, and some shops are keep with them only local product. So brand is also affected the goodwill of the business. होता है sometimes some pupils wear branded dresses, some pupils wear local dresses. So some branded dresses will affect the goodwill of that particular person. Sixth one, value of goodwill is subjective as it depend on the assessment of the value. गुडविल डिपेंड करती है कस्टमर्स पर. कस्टमर्स किस टेस्ट को प्रीफर करता है, किस ब्रांड को प्रीफर करता है, किस कमोडिटीज़ को प्रेफर करता है. अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट गुडविल इज वैल्यूएटेड according to their subjective. So that's why goodwill is depend on the assessment of the value. कोई भी चीज़ फ्यूचर में क्या रिस्पॉन्स देगी, क्या प्रोडक्ट, क्या क्वालिटी मिलेगी, ये चीज़ डिपेंड करती हैं गुडविल पर. If we purchase particular product from a particular shop, that product destroy due to after some time. After using some time, that product is destroyed. And same product we purchase from other shop, and that product is used for a long time duration. So according to the assessment or according to the time duration after using that product, the valuation of goodwill is there. Okay, next one is in the context of partnership. Here in this concept, all the things and all the valuation of goodwill we will do in partnership. First thing we have to be clear, गुडविल की वैल्यूएशन हम पार्टनरशिप कंसेप्ट के अंदर ही करेंगे, जिसके अंदर हमारे 6 चैप्टर्स आते हैं. सो ऑलरेडी दे हैव सेड इन द कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ पार्टनरशिप. अगर हम पार्टनरशिप के बेसिस पर कहते हैं, पार्टनरशिप के कंटेक्स्ट पर हम फाइंड आउट करना चाहते हैं व्हाट इज़ गुडविल. इट इज़ द वैल्यू ऑफ शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट सेक्रीफाइस्ड. मतलब ये वो पार्ट होता है जो किसी ने अपने प्रॉफिट के हिस्से को सेक्रीफाइस किया है. किसी भी पार्टनर ने अपने प्रॉफिट के शेयर को सेक्रीफाइस किया है. फॉर एग्जांपल, देयर आर 3 पार्टनर A, B, C. Okay. He was getting ratio of 5:3:2. Okay, and C said I want to get more profit. So if he has need to more profit, he has to contribute more money, and A is agree I will get the less profit. So in that situation, C will pay some amount to A, and A will give his share to C. Now after giving the share, A will get 3:4. Okay, now he will get less profit, he will get more profit. After getting this profit, C has to pay some amount to A. C has to pay some amount to A. That amount will called as a goodwill. Okay, if he giving his share to C, then in exchange of share he will get some amount, so that amount will as a goodwill. This line tell us it is the value of share of profit sacrificed by the sacrificing partner. If this partner is sacrificing towards C, he will get the goodwill. And for this ratio, what he is sacrificing? He is sacrificing two ratio. So for this sacrificing ratio, the amount is paid by C to A, so that amount will be the valuation of goodwill. Is it clear to all? So these are the 5 characteristics of a goodwill, 5 characteristics and features of goodwill. Once again I am revising it. It is an intangible asset, it does not have physical existence and it is not a fictitious asset. ये intangible assets होती है, इसका कोई physical existence नहीं है और कोई ये fictitious assets नहीं होती. Fictitious assets already I have told you. Fictitious assets are those which cannot be sold in a market and we cannot receive any amount against these assets. For example, we have given discount on issue of shares. If a company give discount on issue of shares, वो कोई कंपनी अपने शेयर इशू कर देती है डिस्काउंट पर, तो वो डिस्काउंट कंपनी को इन फ्यूचर कभी भी रिसीव नहीं होगा. सेकंड, नोट सेपरेट एग्जिस्टेंस. गुडविल कभी भी सेपरेट नहीं की जा सकती किसी बिजनेस के साथ में, वो वैसे ही एग्जिस्ट रहेगी. एंड इट इज़ अ रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू. हम इसके अगेंस्ट में वैल्यू को रियलाइज़ कर सकते हैं, कितनी वैल्यू हम रिसीव करते हैं. अभी मैंने यहाँ पे आपको बताया था, अगर ये 2:C लेता है तो इसके अगेंस्ट में ये कितना अमाउंट सी से डिमांड करता है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो अमाउंट सी ए को पे करेगा तो वो वैल्यूएशन ऑफ गुडविल होगी. नेक्स्ट वन, हायर प्रॉफिट. गुडविल हेल्प अस टू अर्न हायर प्रॉफिट on less efforts, on without extra efforts, on without extra efforts. ओके, हमें कोई एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स नहीं करना, उसके बाद भी हम अपना ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट अर्न कर रहे हैं. एट्रैक्टिव फोर्स ब्रिंग इन कस्टमर्स. कस्टमर्स के अंदर एट्रैक्टिव फोर्स जनरेट करता है ताकि कस्टमर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हमारे बिज़नेस में आए, हमारे बिज़नेस के प्रोडक्ट को परचेज़ करें. सो एंड ये एट्रैक्टिव फोर्स कब जनरेट होती है? व्हेन इफ आई एम हैविंग अ गुडविल, ओनली देन कस्टमर विल अट्रैक्ट टूवर्ड्स दैट पर्टिकुलर बिजनेस. वेरियस फैक्टर्स ड्यू टू विच अ गुडविल कैन बी जनरेटेड इन अ फर्म. वेरियस फैक्टर्स होते हैं जिनके बेसिस पर गुडविल जनरेट होती है फर्म के अंदर. लोकेशन एडवांटेज होती है, फेवरेबल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है, ब्रांड्स होता है, ट्रेडमार्क्स होता है, अपना टेस्ट होता है कस्टमर्स के टूवर्ड. कस्टमर्स को डिफरेंट सर्विस से रिलेटेड हो सकता है. सो डिफरेंट वेरियस फैक्टर्स आर देयर दोज हु हेल्प टू जनरेट द गुडविल. वैल्यू ऑफ गुडविल इज सब्जेक्टिव एज इट डिपेंड ऑन द असेसमेंट ऑफ द वैल्यू. ये वैल्यू पर डिपेंड करता है. ए सेड I will receive 1 lakh after paying a 2 share of his profit. C said, I am not able to pay 1 lakh of rupees. I will pay you only the 50,000 of rupees. So here the valuation of goodwill is depend on the valuer. So C is here valuer. Okay, similarly one thing is there. Value of goodwill is a subjective as depend on the assessment of the value. जो वैल्यू पर डिपेंड करता है मीन्स जो पर्सन उस गुडविल को यूज़ करने वाला है उस पर्सन के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि वो उस गुडविल की क्या वैल्यू पे करेगा. नेक्स्ट, इन द कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ पार्टनरशिप के कंटेक्स्ट में अगर हम बात करें, वैसे हमारे पास नेक्स्ट जितने भी चैप्टर्स हैं सब हमारे पार्टनरशिप ही हैं, जिनके अंदर हमें गुडविल की वैल्यूएशन करनी है. सो इन द कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ पार्टनरशिप, it is the value of share of profit sacrifice. Whatever the profit is sacrificed by any partner, against that sacrifice ratio he will get the goodwill. He will get goodwill from the incoming partner or from the gaining partner who will gain the profit share ratio. This is the all characteristics of the partnership firm. Now we having the nature of goodwill. It is more and more important. 1 marks question will arise from nature of goodwill. Characteristics already we have done. Characteristics and features of goodwill. Now nature of goodwill. Nature of goodwill. Goodwill is of two types in their nature. What are the two types? One thing is purchased goodwill. Second is self-generated goodwill. Purchased goodwill, if any person do their good efforts and after do good efforts, that person getting some name and fame, and according to those efforts for the thing he has produced, that thing is purchased by the other person. So this thing can we say this is a purchased goodwill. Self-generated goodwill, if a person by themselves he could do efforts and then he getting name and fame in the market, and he did not sell and he is not selling his efforts inside the market. So according to accounting standard 26, it is an intangible assets. Accounting standard 26, what they say, intangible assets prescribe that goodwill should not be recognized in the books of account unless consideration is paid for it. जब तक हम कोई अमाउंट पेड नहीं करेंगे किसी भी एफर्ट्स के लिए, किसी भी इंटेंजिबल एसेट्स के लिए जो हमारी प्रेस्क्राइब की गई है अकॉर्डिंग टू अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 26, तब तक वो हमारी गुडविल अकाउंट्स में शो नहीं होगी. क्लियर नोट. Once again I am repeating this line because it is important. Until a businessman will not pay any amount for any intangible assets according to accounting standard 26, till then that value or that goodwill will not be shown in their accounts. गुडविल शो नहीं होगी अकाउंट्स में अगर उसके लिए हमने कोई अमाउंट पेड नहीं किया है अकॉर्डिंग टू अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 26, एंड दैट गुडविल विल बी इंटेंजिबल एसेट्स. Okay, many efforts already we have done, but no amounts we have paid to get the name and fame. Okay, when we paying any amount to purchase the goodwill, so then the purchased goodwill will show in our accounts. Otherwise, the goodwill will not recorded in our accounts. Next one is self-generated goodwill. Self-generated goodwill is not recognized in the books of account. Hard efforts we have already done. We have getting good name, fame in the market, and after that we are getting higher profit also. We are earning higher profit also in market, but we will not record in our books as a goodwill. Okay, if we have purchased, if we have paid some amounts for that particular goodwill or for that particular intangible assets according to accounting standard 26, only then we can record in our accounts. Otherwise we will not record goodwill in our books. It is clear to all. So in today's class we learned three things related to the goodwill. First one is meaning of goodwill. Accounting standard 26, you have to be remember it is an intangible assets again and again because MCQ question will arise from there. Next one, characteristics or features of goodwill, already we have discussed. there are 7 features or characteristics of goodwill are there, and then nature of goodwills are there. There are two types, two natures goodwills are there: purchase goodwill and self-generated goodwill. Purchase goodwill will record in books, and self-generated goodwill will not record in the firm. Okay, thank you student for today. You read these concepts from any of the book, but T.S. Grewal books is is more important. Why? Because that book is getting those type of questions which comes in your board examination, and from last many of the last years we are solving T.S. Grewal books questions. It is important. Okay, important questions are comes in T.S. Grewal books. Other books also comes. You can purchase for your practice base, but you try to solve all the questions of your T.S. Grewal book. Okay, thank you student for today. Thank you, and prepare your notes on this topic. Thank you.